I figured I'd just go ahead and grab my old laptop and load Clawdbot on this laptop and have it running separately from my environment. And yeah, and just instead of buying Mac Mini, instead of running it on a completely Dockerized environment, I figured I'd just have this thing on and um, I'm gonna format everything, delete everything, remove all the data on it because it is my old laptop. It still has some data in it. And yeah, and then the rest is just smooth sailing. To get this working, obviously, it still makes sense to set this up. Um, I have to see if it makes any sense to set this thing up in a Dockerized environment because technically, when you run it in Dockerized environment, you can run it on Linux. And although that's all good and great, that's extra load, extra things to kind of have running, which obviously will slow this computer down because it's already an old computer. It's a Core i5 10th generation. I do have several other laptops as well, two more old laptops, so I could probably run them as well. I do have some smart plugs as well that I'm not using. I'm probably gonna power them up and use them for something. I haven't figured out exactly for what yet, but probably there will be a reason for to use them for something. Maybe to turn off an appliance, maybe to turn on um, like some other kind of device. Right now, what I'm doing is I'm going through updates. Computer got stuck on 9%. I take it that it didn't really. This is the first time I turn it on. The battery is almost completely gone, and yeah, you're 9% there. I wonder how fast it's gonna run once I delete everything from this computer. This is Core i5 processor. That's what I'm running, and hopefully you guys could hear me well. But luckily, I was able to find my old laptop. I do have several other laptops, two more, but technically I have like five laptops. But this one, I figured it's gonna be a good. I bought this one for like $300 about 5 years ago. Hello, hello. We got Judith saying hello. Thank you guys for jumping in. Um, yeah. So right now, it's at 9%, and it has. I didn't turn this computer on for the past 2 years. So this is the first time it's doing an update, and holy smokes, it's taking a while. Why your update takes so long? The truth is, guys, I haven't turned that computer on for like 2 years. This is the first time I turn it on, and yeah, I'm gonna delete everything from it. So, and once I'm gonna start running it, it's gonna be doing all sorts of magical work. The very same work that I showed you in some of my videos. I dropped a workshop where I'm showing you how I'm using it for Clawdbot for my pet brand and for my car detailing brand. But I want to run this Clawdbot in my own computer. So this way I could control my house, my thermostats, my boiler, and still have unified control. And also I want to make sure that I secure it, but to the level of not really to insane level where I can't get anything done, but to the level of being able to interact, uh, communicate with my Ring doorbell, uh, spot somebody who's like trying to walk their dog next to my house and invoke Cloudbot to communicate with the person and telling them not to walk their dog in front of my house because there is apparently somebody who's walking their dog and the dog is taking a poop in front of the house. And for the longest time, I was trying to figure out how to spot it. Although Ring doorbell does spot it, it doesn't really like help me in terms of um, responding back and getting letting that person know like, hey, you shouldn't be doing that. It's a private property. So I'm gonna have Clawdbot just respond to Ring doorbell and just yell at the person for a little bit. I was also thinking about setting up how much it took you to get to 9%. It took me about, well, I'm still sitting maybe like 5 minutes so far when I turned it on. So it's still getting cooked at 5%, guys. You know, not the most exciting view, but I can tell you one thing. The amount of time that Clawdbot is going to save me once everything is running is going to be incredible. Here's the use cases that I'm going to be using it for. Effectively, I already showed you the use cases in many of the videos on this YouTube channel, but I'm going to like explain it to you right now real quick. So one of the major use cases that I'm using it for, I have both personal needs and passion needs and kind of a side hustling needs. So, and I'm going to describe all the use cases across all the needs. Okay. So the first reason why I'm using it is because for my talent agency, when I'm creating marketing angles, it was getting really annoying to constantly create those marketing angles to explain things. I really didn't want to do that anymore. I just wanted to have it all automatic, meaning content gets dropped on YouTube automatically, marketing angles created automatically, everything found on the internet automatically without my involvement whatsoever at all. So that is my first use case. Now, this use case is the way it works is I have a bunch of automations that are set up on my iPhone, and those automations are deterministic in nature. They're using iPhone shortcuts. And what they do, they like what Clawdbot is going to be doing is going to be connecting to my iPhone and invoking those automations. So this way, I can go ahead and snipe somebody's content framework and generate transcript out of it and push it back to Clawdbot, and Clawdbot just could generate a beautiful presentation for me. That presentation is basically going to be based on Notebook LM, and obviously there's speaker notes that needs to be edited, and all of that, and the PowerPoint needs to be created. So that's what Clawdbot is going to be doing for me. Now, why is that? Uh, the reason why is because I need to be creating those presentations, not only for my talent agency, but also for university work that I'm doing. And it's getting really annoying to constantly sit there and be like, oh, damn, let me go ahead and create some presentation. Instead, I have Clawdbot do that and just reach out, look at my YouTube, grab a bunch of videos, mix them together with one of the winning frameworks that I sniped from some of the TikTok gurus, and then include that in a presentation. So that's my first use case. It's a powerful use case. Why it's so powerful? Because if you guys can create incredible presentations, you could make money, lots of money, guys. Like for me, it's gold. I'm already making money from university work, but for the talent agency, I haven't been making money like from talent agency perspective, meaning I would be creating content, but it would really be kind of scattered all over the place. So I needed a way to organize all the content, especially all the videos that I already generated on YouTube. And because I have so many YouTube videos, like there's no way I'm going to be sitting there and creating presentations for each one of them and creating notebook alarms. It just like, forget about it. I have over 2,000 videos right now. I have more videos than Neil deGrasse Tyson, the famous astrophysicist, on this channel alone. And obviously that's not going to be an option for me to be doing this manually. But I am like, when I'm creating those presentations, guys, there's obviously I'm doing it for my car detailing brand, for my luxury pet brand, for my talent agency. And when I'm creating that content, I need to present that content in a way that makes sense. Like for me, content makes sense. And if you just watch any of the YouTube videos, it will make sense for you too. But the reality is, like, none of you guys are watching that content on its own. And I realize that unstructured content is going to be next to impossible to present to anybody. And it's just going to be money is because I have lots of unstructured content that's just sitting there. It's a really useful content if you go through that and you read it, but you wouldn't understand it, like what it means for you as a person unless it's synthesized and organized and placed into slides with Notebook LM and presented in front of you. And for that reason, this is where Clawdbot is going to be coming in handy to do the handling. Now, I don't know why it got stuck over here, so I'm think I'm going to unstock. it got cooked, guys. It got cooked. Wait, you know something about PC building? No. I don't do PC building, guys. I'm a cybersecurity network cloud engineer, guys. This was my in my previous life. I used to do that. My nephew does it. He can build you a PC, powerful. I complex stuff, guys. Extremely complex, like building bots, AI bots, and grown businesses, that kind of stuff. That's definitely not my fundamental of things that I gotta tell you. So you heard the first use case that I presented to you. Now the second use case is gonna be like I need to control my tankless water heater, and I just need to tell Cloudbot go ahead and like if my tankless water heater breaks, Cloudbot just needs to go ahead and reboot it. I don't have to be thinking like, oh, I don't have a hot water anymore, and let me go ahead and tell Alexa to turn it off, the smart plug, or turn it on. I want it all automatic. So obviously, Cloudbot is going to be doing that automatically. Now, I am doing this update, and no worries. So, guys, look, if you're watching this for the first time, the first question you may ask is it safe to do this on your old computer? And the answer is yes, absolutely, providing that you set the guardrails, providing that you have separate SSID, providing that you don't provide access to email. And if you do it with a draft mode only. So this way it doesn't respond back and you're prone to those prompt injection attacks. And of course, guys, providing that you have a beautiful you for any sensitive information, you instruct the Cloudbot to notify you with multi-factor authentication that you could authenticate any kind of sensitive information. Obviously, guys, you're not going to be running building fully blown products using Cloudbot. For that, some of the other videos that I created, that I already created Cloud version before Cloud existed, and it's stirring up the pot. Take a look at my YouTube channel. You're going to see that I already was able to create something like Clawdbot about 6 or 7 months ago. So, guys, like what I'm showing you over here is simple stuff. Like all you got to do is just grab a laptop, basic laptop. It got this one is $300. I got it like a while ago, maybe 5 years ago. So, hey, 2 years later, I decided to, reincarnate that laptop and load up the Clawdbot on it. And it's not Mac Mini. I'm not doing Cloudflare setup. I'm not doing VPS. I'm not doing Docker container with a like a Cloudbot running in it. And do I recommend that? Sure, I recommend that if you're planning on, like, if you're planning to use your computer for everything, and like, yeah, you could use it if you have a powerful computer. You could run a Docker and run Cloudbot on it. But for me, I'm just gonna run this computer like on a side because I kind of want to connect to it whenever I want to. I don't really want to rely on my main computer to like execute all those things. I still needed to connect to um, what do you call it? To my Wi-Fi. I needed to connect to Ring doorbell. I needed to connect to my HVAC, my thermostats. I have 3-zone thermostat system over here. So whenever it gets cold or hot, I want to be able to regulate it and fill back whenever there's a problem. So right now it looks like it's like waking up. So we're gonna do a little bit of we're gonna do some cooking over here. The most complicated thing, guys, and not the most exciting. The PIN is required to sign in. Oh my God! I hope I don't. I hope I have the PIN. I don't know if I have the PIN, guys. If I don't have the PIN, we're cooked. We're cooked. Okay, I think PIN was able. I was able to get in with the PIN. Maybe it's logging in. The computer is super slow. It's not the most exciting computer, guys. It's like really $300 computer that I was able to find. It's just gonna load up. The PIN, I need to format it as well. I definitely don't want to include all my documents and everything else on that computer before I convert it into a Clawdbot computer. Now, can you get a Mac Mini and do the same thing with Mac Mini? Sure, but why bother? It's expensive. Like you get it, you pay. By the time you pay everything and end up like doing all this stuff, you're gonna spend $600 on Mac Mini plus whatever the keyboard and all that other stuff, another 200. So next thing you know, you're down the drain 800. No, it just doesn't make any sense. Just get a basic, small, quick laptop. You're not gonna be doing anything complicated, guys. Um, uh, for now, I'm just gonna. It's asking me choose if you want to sign in with your face. I'm just not gonna use my face at all. I'm just gonna use the pin code. I'm gonna do a little bit of formatting over here as well because I definitely don't want to be using my account. I do have some games like StarCraft and some OpenVPN, that kind of stuff. So guys, I'm a power user. I do that for a living. Don't be scared if I'm super fast, although I'm just doing it with one hand. Before we begin, let's take a look at since this is the first time I opened up this computer in 2 years. I discovered a poem that I've written, and let's revisit this computer and read that poem real quick. And once again, guys, this is the first time I opened up this computer before we begin with the Clawdbot. So this is, as you guys know, I'm a 21st century writer, former certified math teacher for the state of Connecticut, full stack cybersecurity engineer. And of course, from time to time, I have some of those poems. Let me go ahead and read them first. So perhaps you're studying elite to be much better, more concrete, or maybe hunting for the flow to gain the freedom you want more. I am nobody to tell you that what I think is you should do, but rather simply here to guide, explain the reasons in my mind. I be the better me in what I work, the inner me. If it is money and success, then that is what I'm doing best. If I'm not present, neither you. In every single moment clue. If I'm here, so are you, advancing further towards new clue. The other day, I spent my moments controlling sequence of my rulings, relating content left and right, creating service with my mind. When I'm creating, I feel blessed, creating content super fast with every reason to succeed. My hopes grow bigger to, I don't know, I didn't rhyme over here. I'm best in doing what I do, in being set, traversed with clue, like continental freedom ship that swims in ocean riding trip. The trip to freedom is relation to what we do in our sensation. It is the movement we all see in constant presence of self be. When you create the freedom flow, your mind will pivot furthermore, creating content for your need to see the life you want indeed. I am Ron Wells, specific writer, robust creator, freedom cider. I see the freedom based on flow, produced from moments on the go, while slowly sipping in a need for what I want and once tried did. My story is simple. I want life with freedom thinking by my side. I'm not subjective but reflective in chase for action resurrective. I'm only simple as the words that makes the other feel like birds, reacting truly based on flow, producing energy for more. Today I'm coming from Manhattan. I seen Big Apple and did settle, obtained the reasons for the need to join the city life indeed. When taking train to Great Big Apple, I'm simply present in Manhattan, creating reason for Soul B to be the one who feels more free. I spent some moments walking by the Times Square area tonight. I saw TikTokers dance with flow. I saw the stories all glowing more. When walking freely by the city, I feel the freedom with all people, creating journeys left and right, all settling and products by my side. Oh my God, this was fire poem, but sheesh, it's super long. That's what happens when you revive your old computer, I bet. So let's go ahead and see like how we're gonna get that Clawdbot up and running. We did a little bit of poetry. We got our brains cooked a little bit, and we actually need to go ahead and format computer because there's no way on earth that we're gonna be running this computer like the way it is. It's just super slow. We need to delete everything, guys. There's lots of things we gotta delete. So let's kind of go and see. We're gonna go check the Windows, uh, computer. Yay, Windows. So my computer. I had to delete the whole thing. Format. Yeah, because there's no way, guys. There's no way we're gonna be running that computer the way it is. Format, volume, factory default. Factory I bet we're gonna do reset the PC. Reset the PC. Yay. Fix problem without resetting the PC. Fix problem, reset this PC. Choose to keep or remove your personal or then reinstall Windows. I bet. So let's go ahead and quickly, guys, reset the PC. Once again, guys, this is remove everything, removes all your personal file and apps. Okay, that's the first step. So download and reinstall, local reinstall Windows from this device. Okay, so there we go, guys. This won't take long, and the PC is going to be nice and fresh. It's going to have everything we need in order to convert our leads into loyal customers. My name is Ron Wells, and today we're tackling Clawdbot. Clawdbot is, right now we are doing a complete ready to reset this PC. Yes, we're going to remove all the personal files and we're going to delete everything. So this way, Clawdbot has complete separate environment, guys. Now, a couple of things. When you start creating any um, kind of solutions, guys, always make sure you have a completely isolated environment. Now, the reason why I'm using my computer and leveraging Clawdbot is because effectively, like, there's going to be elements of LLM leveraging. So in simple words, LLM is going to be like, obviously I'm going to be using some of the LLMs like DeepSeek and um, Opus 4.6. So it's going to be a little bit of time for me to kind of um, like, definitely I'm not going to be spending a lot of tokens, guys. I'm going to show you how to not spend a lot of tokens on your Clawdbot setup. If you already seen my previous workshops, guys, I already set up a version of Clawdbot before even Clawdbot existed, and it's called Stirring Up the Pot. Take a look if you haven't seen what it does, but it's basically a way of stirring up the pot using multiple iPhones and connecting like a beautiful apps environment that run apps that run directly on your iPhone. And yeah, and I mean, it's absolutely bonkers. Now, in this particular case, I am using a computer. This is a $300 computer. It's not super expensive, but hey, it is what it is. It's a cheap computer that was laying down forever in my in my house. I figured I'm gonna grab it, format it, put Clawdbot on it, and then show you guys how to control entire house, how to control thermostat, how to control your air conditioner, how to control your TV, how to control smart plugs, how to control PowerPoint presentations. So this way they create it automatically for you, especially if you have like a talent agency or maybe you're running a couple of brands, and how to do so in a way where you no longer have to even ask for VAs or anybody like that to do the work. This is just going to do the work for you. And in case if you do have some freedom founders or VAs that are working together on your brand, what Clawdbot is going to be doing is going to be following up with them. And what I'm also going to show you is how to interconnect human in the loop. So when you start running those Freedom Fusion automations on your iPhone, Clawdbot is going to be invoking them. So in simple words, once you have few freedom founders promoting your brand, you're no longer going to be paying people based on hourly rate. You're going to be paying them based on results. The results are going to be tracked. So right now, guys, right now you're probably spending money on an hourly basis paying to virtual assistants. What I'm doing right now, guys, is setting up human in a loop. So in simple words, instead of paying on hourly basis to virtual assistants, what my talent agency is going to be doing, we're going to be paying to virtual assistants based on each task execution. So what does that mean? In simple words, guys, there's no benefit for our talent agency to be spending any money on an hourly basis for virtual assistants, because in the world of AI, everything is questionable. Your return on investment is questionable when you just pay somebody money on an hourly basis. So what we're doing, we are democratizing the entire concept of paying money into based on hour, and we're democratizing this entire concept into paying based on task. Yet this task is going to be executed directly from your iPhone and controlled by Clawdbot. So now some of you probably wondering, well, like, how do I do that? How do I democratize the entire concept of money and pay to virtual assistants with through just mere execution of Clawdbot? How's that even possible? You see, guys, before I would be spending so much money on virtual assistants. I spent like $300,000 at some point on all sorts of business ideas, building feudal kingdoms to infinity. And later I realized like I don't really need to be paying money to any people anymore. All I do is just operationalize Clawdbot to just control people who uh, based on results. But how do you produce results? How do you know? How do you know things work? How do you know whatever it is that you're going to ask virtual assistants to do is actually going to work? Well, through battle tested strategies that are already operationalized inside of those Freedom Fusion automations. Those strategies are not just like one trick pony strategies. Those are really incredible strategies where, it takes a little bit of time. It takes a little bit of time to execute, but guess what? Those Freedom Fusion automations are so lit. So, guys, look, here's what I'm going to tell you. I'm going to hype you up. Yay, yo, cult. No, I'm just kidding. Like honestly, guys, this is probably the most stupidest thing that you could ever do. Like if it was you, if I was you, I'd probably never do this. But because I have so many things that I gotta do for Cloudbot, I'm doing it. So this is my room. This is like, I don't know if you see that light over there, but I'm formatting this PC because I mean it's a, like a small little PC. I got a TV over there, as you guys can see, like a huge TV. And what I'm gonna do, I got some plugs. Let me go ahead and show you some plugs. So this way you're gonna be like, oh my God, this guy is nuts. So I'm gonna show you the plugs. I have a bag that is full of like a special bag over here. Um, this bag has a bunch of smart plugs. Now, those smart plugs are no trick ponies, guys. Those are the plugs that you could use to give your Clawdbot way to reboot things around your house. For example, you could plug that into tankless water heater and reboot it. So if it ever gives you a problem, you could just reboot it remotely. Clawdbot can control it through a skill. This skill is attached to Alexa, and there's a voice monkey thing out there. You could, if you want to take a look at my channel, you're going to see a workshop about voice monkey. And the cool part about it, you could use the smart plug to tap into voice monkey from Clawdbot and execute a task. I do have another one, so I have several smart plugs, as you can see. So several smart plugs. This one is by TP-Link, and this one over here is by also TP-Link. TP-Link is a Chinese company, guys. So be careful when using anything Chinese related. You don't want to get cooked. So guys, look, without further ado, I'm gonna kind of create another TikTok right now. But feel free to ask me any kind of questions while you have that opportunity. My hourly rate, by the way, guys, is $295 per hour. Now, this is your opportunity to ask me questions where I could actually answer them for free. This is the reason why you want to be jumping into workshops like this, guys. So this way you have that opportunity to ask me those questions for free. Once again, guys, my hourly rate is $295 an hour. That's how much I charge. So when you see me go live, ask me questions. But this is what I'm using. I'm using this piece of junk old computer. And this computer is like really old, guys. It's so old. I'm going to go ahead and just like, literally, I'm just trying to format it. I don't really want that. I don't want Clawdbot to be computer that has my data. So I'm deleting. Obviously, I'm going to be setting up the like deleting and just making it completely fresh. Now, something to mind, guys, not everybody is doing that. Not everybody deleting their whole entire computer. They're kind of trying to preserve things. I'm not playing with that, guys. I'm gonna make sure that it's secure, but also I want to get that. I wanted to give the wings of freedom for my environment, my Wi-Fi environment. But I don't want it to be like jumping in and like destroying things around my computer. This is why I'm separating it. Now, keep something in mind. The status is preparing. We're at 62%, boys. Here we are getting cooked. Ooh, sheesh. You know what? Today I think I'm going to watch a movie. And I'm going to tell Clawdbot to go ahead and create a bunch of slides for me. So this way I have them ready for my university work. Guys, it's pretty cool. Like once you learn how to use automations. You could go out there and get projects from universities and just go ahead and teach people and make like insane amount of money just by doing something that you love anyway. Except AI is going to be preparing all those slides for you, so this way you don't really have to spend all this time. Now, if you're wondering what other use cases that you can do, there are gazillions of use cases. There's capture use cases, there's non-capture use cases, but the bottom line is, guys, look, at the end of the day, you need to become really good in recognizing risks, recognizing ways for how to solve problems, recognizing ways for how to address them, and the best way to do that is to develop hybrid skills that are not taught in college. Those skills you could learn directly in this channel. And I think I'm gonna create another live workshop on TikTok. See you next time. Take care.